Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara, and today's video is going to be part 2 of what you should consider before moving to a new area or before you relocate. If you haven't seen part 1, I will go ahead and leave a link to that here. I would definitely recommend going and watching that one. It's not necessary that you watch it before this one, but there are definitely some really good tips in there. In that last video, I shared 6 different things that you should consider, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 more, so 12 in total. Alright, let's dive right into the content. Number 7 is how available are the contractors? So why would this be relevant? Well, if you're looking at purchasing a home and renovating it, or possibly doing a new build home, you'll definitely want to know how busy general contractors and builders are. Like most places around the country, Asheville's contractors are super backed up, so you might be waiting a couple months or maybe even a few months before actually being able to start some of the renovations you have in mind. About a month ago or so, I was working on scheduling a chimney inspection for one of my buyers, and every single chimney inspector was completely booked until I want to say like 45 days out or something. So that's definitely something that you want to be aware of if you are moving somewhere and you want to do some sort of renovations or get specific types of inspections. Number 8 is how is the job market? This is something I get asked quite frequently because if you do some quick research online, you might see some forums where people are saying that jobs around Asheville are really hard to come by. And I really think that it's relative to where you're moving from, and also the state of the market and the state of the world right now is so different than it was even a few years ago. So jobs now are more plentiful than they used to be, and I think it totally depends on what field you're in. I will say that there are a lot of entrepreneurs here around Asheville, and a lot of people do end up bringing their own jobs. I can't really speak to whether or not this is because they just couldn't find a job here and they decided to start their own business, or if it's because they already had their own business and just wanted to live in the Asheville region. I know for me personally, I was already in real estate before I decided to move to Asheville, and I decided to restart that business here in Asheville. To summarize this, I would say it really depends on what your actual career is. So I would definitely do some research around it and check and see how big that industry is here. I also think the fact that so many employers are allowing employees to work from home is really changing the job market and the way that we should be thinking about it. Something I want to quickly add in here as well is that if you have a job where you're maybe going to need some further education or some sort of certification, it would be good to know if the area that you're thinking of moving to has universities or colleges that offer the type of programs or certifications you're looking to get. Number 9 is how is the state and local government? I've actually had a lot of people tell me that one of their main reasons for moving is that they don't like the politics in the area that they're living in. Now, I'm not really going to get into the weeds of the politics around the Asheville or North Carolina region, but I do think that this is definitely something you should look into before moving to an area, if it's something that's important to you. Number 10 is taxes. Now, I am one of the people that really thinks taxes around Asheville are quite cheap. I have definitely had some people that strongly disagree with me, and you are entitled to your own opinion, but for me personally, when I lived in Pennsylvania, taxes there were honestly like 3 to 4 times what they are here. Do note I am talking about property taxes. I also lived in Florida for a while, and I've spoken to people down there, and we've kind of compared property taxes, and again, they're still cheaper here than they are down there. So I'm not really sure why people are saying that taxes around here are expensive. Really, the only thing I can say is maybe if you're from this area originally and you've seen taxes go up over the past couple decades or so, or if you're moving from a more rural area, like let's say Alabama or Kentucky or something like that, maybe the taxes here might be a little bit more, but on the whole, I really don't think that they're very bad. Number 11 is, are the residents year-round or are they seasonal? Now, Asheville is a very big tourism area, and we definitely have very busy times for tourism. typically during the spring, summer, and fall. I would say that if you're in or very close to Asheville City, you'll find plenty of people that are here year-round. But if you're looking in places that are maybe, let's say, an hour outside of town, kind of a cabin in the woods sort of feel, you'll probably find some more vacation homes. So this is definitely something to keep in mind if you're really looking for a sense of community in your new area. It can also impact the amenities that are available and also the restaurants, as maybe some of those will be seasonal based on the tourism season. My 12th and final recommendation is to look into the costs of moving to a certain area. So this could be things like the actual cost of the moving truck. For me personally, I had rented a U-Haul when I moved here, and I was quite shocked by the price I actually had to pay. It was right around $1,300 when I moved from Pennsylvania to Asheville, which is kind of crazy because I used to live in Raleigh, and when I moved from Raleigh to Pennsylvania, I only spent, I want to say, like $300 or $400. And the same thing when I had moved from Florida to Raleigh, it was pretty much that same price. So I wasn't necessarily expecting a $1,000 increase in price, especially after it had only been like 4 years since I had moved. I've heard similar stories from people who are moving from out west, trying to move east, and just the crazy moving costs they're having to spend. Of course, if you're trying to hire movers, that will be even more expensive. If you're just one person and you're moving alone, you'll also want to look into the cost of a moving helper. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this one, and this wraps up my mini series on things that you should consider before moving to a new area. I really hope that you found some useful information in here, and don't forget, at the beginning of the video I did link part 1 in case you haven't seen that one. I would love to hear what your favorite tip was, so definitely go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite one was, and also what videos you would like to see in the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and also hit that subscribe button as well. It would mean so much to me, and it really helps my channel to grow. Well, that's it for today, guys. I will see you very soon in the next one.